Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to change the engine oil in this car. This car is Mazda 3 2006. The steps we are going to do is almost the same for any car. First, to check the engine oil specs. This one is SAE 5W20, and buy the exact engine oil required. Second, we are going to change also the engine oil filter. So we need the oil and we need the engine oil filter. Second, we need to, or third, we need to move the car over these two ramps so we have an access to the oil drain plug under the car to drain the oil and to change the filter from the bottom of the car. And so let's see, first we need to move the car over these ramps, and then let's move to the next step. Okay, so now we moved the car over the ramps, so you can see here we have an access to the oil drain plug under the car, and we have here the oil, the Mobil one, extended performance for high mileage. This car has 180,000 miles, so we are using the high mileage oil. And also we have here the oil filter M1-102A. It is one of the best options in the market. I added here the car jack just in case, for safety reasons. It is very recommended to do this maintenance while the car is very cold, so the oil is not hot, not to burn yourself. In this case, the car is cold because just in the morning turning on the car for the first time of the day. Okay, so where are the engine oil filter and the oil drain plug? So if we go down under the car, here you will find the oil filter. This is the oil filter, and if we go back a little bit more, so you will find the oil drain plug right here. Yeah, this one. So this should be, I think, 17 millimeter. So I will bring the socket needed, and make sure you have enough volume, like a container, to drain the oil in. So we have here this container. This should be enough for all the oil inside the engine, and this wrench with the 17 millimeter socket. We going to start unlocking the nut. Okay, so we're done with unlocking the nut. The rest of this job will be a little bit easier. Be ready that a lot of oil will come out with a little bit high pressure, so it will not go like this, it will go like this. So the container should be not exactly under the drain plug, it should be a little bit forward, so the oil go inside it directly. Keep it for like 10 minutes until it finish. Make sure that you open the oil cap under the hood. This is the nut, sorry, the bolt, and it has this ring. This ring is very important. You may need to change it if it is leaking, but the one we have should be fine. Okay, so here we are almost done with draining the oil. Just more few drops, and the next step is to remove the oil filter. It has a special tool to do it, but if you have a strong hand, so you can unlock it by your hand. Here I did it by my hand, but it will also drain some oil, so let's wait for this few drops till it finish, and then remove the oil filter. Okay, now we are done with the draining the oil. Now we can remove the oil filter. We have here the container. I'm sorry, I'm just working with one hand and the other hand is recording the video, so sometimes it mess up because I'm just using one hand. For sure the filter is full of oil. And then keep this is also keep it drain for a few minutes. It is good to fill the oil filter. This is the new oil filter we have. It is good to fill the oil filter with the oil first before putting it in the car, so we will have no air inside the system. So here we are going to fill the filter with the oil. I'm just using one hand, so I will stop recording and I will come back. Okay, now so as you can see it is full. Another thing is to move your finger around the gasket, so it will also has some oil. And then go to put it in the car. Okay, now we put the new oil filter in its place, and then we put the oil drain plug in its place, and make sure that you tie it very good so it will not leak any time in the future. Okay, moving back to the top of the car, we have here a funnel, so we can put the oil in the engine. This car takes 4.5 quarts of oil. We have here, this is 5 quarts, 4.73 liters, and we already used some of it to fill the oil filter, and it is part of the 4.5 quarts required for the engine. So we will start filling the oil, and make sure you don't put a lot of oil inside the engine, more than required, because it is not good. Just in the range required, which is 4.5 quarts. Okay, let's start. Here we fill the engine oil, and here is the empty one. We have just half of the quart. So now let's try to turn the engine on, check the oil pressure, make sure that the oil lamp in the dashboard is not on, and check for any leakage in the engine filter and in the oil plug. Okay, so now we turned the car on, and we don't have here any lights, just the brakes, and we will go to check for any leakage. Yeah, everything is working good, no leakage. The oil level is exactly as we want, and so we will move the car down out of the ramps, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be happy to answer your questions in the comments, and give me thumbs up if you like the video and you find it helpful. Thank you.